All right, everybody. We are back with another MarketSquare Gaming Lost Relics giveaway. Joined again by the man, Striker. Oh my god, why do I have to do that all the time? I always do that. I always have, like, the chat up, and I always forget to to mute it. Because I'm a pro, and that's how we do it over here, guys. Welcome, everybody. Let's get this going here. Let's get some Lost Relics going on. Yeah, no. Yesterday, just so everyone knows, it was such a huge success. All of the players were onboarded super quick. Within, I think, the first hour of actually collecting everyone's information, and was able to send them to the devs, and they all got on. Which... Dude, I did too, actually, right before, right after. So, like, if anyone who was actually in the game, I died, like, right before we started this stream, and Wolf Mage was on there, and I was just like, Wolf Mage, if you win more than one today, I'm gonna seriously put you on a handicap for any other future giveaways, because you have something that I don't know about. I don't know what's going on, how you get all this luck, but everybody watch out for Wolf Mage. He's going to steal the show with this. Why is that on there? Yeah, no. I'm good. I was the only thing that, cuz I went in there, I didn't have my tools or anything. I lost a couple potions, whatnot. I got distracted by my wife. Oh, yeah, no, because I was trying to grind out as quickly as possible to get to the graveyard. But I was unable to do so because last night, after the stream, when I decided to grind, I got caught up. Like, I literally sat in a dungeon because I was talking with everyone so much that the game started spawning enemies by me to kill me, I assume, because they thought I was just idle in the game. Because, I mean, everyone in the community is just so great. Yeah. I was trying to remember what game used to do it. It's like, I can't remember what game it was, but it was another RPG where if you just sat for too long, the game's going to get you. So, I feel like, why don't we just start off with a little bang here? The first thing I want to ask is, anyone who is a new player right now that does not have access to the game yet, tell me. Say right now, say new. If you're a new player who still needs access to the game. Because I think we'll just, yeah. Right in the chat. Samuel Cole. Damn, Spizzy, your desktop looks like an old Sim City with all those icons. Look, I got a lot of projects going on. I got a lot of things on there, all right? Oh, what? Let me check that. Why would you be? Oh, I do. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat.
Yes, MarketSquare Gaming. For anyone that, while I screwed up and muted that, sorry, I had a scramble here at the end. I'm dying, trying to figure out all this stuff. Joined again by Strike Team Games, Striker, and OG.
Let's do it, baby.
He's our resident expert on this. I'm the resident giveaway guy, I guess.
I'm here to give away all the good knowledge. I'll share all the secrets that some of the players might be holding.
All right, so we have a large chunk of new players. I think we're just going to start it up like this. If you are a player who already has access, like I said in yesterday's stream, do not participate in this certain giveaway. We're going to have more NFTs for in-game items. We got a couple rares to give away. Nice little bow, nice sword, and then there's a big boy for the last hour.
Ooh, that one's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a good one. I almost want to be like, oops, we messed up and forgot to do it, and I'll keep it. But I'm not going to do that. So, Jimmy Adams, I love your enthusiasm. I love all the everyone's already raffling, hitting. But, all right, so this is going to be the first Power Pendant giveaway. Remember, anyone when the winner comes up, be sure to give us your information for Discord or Twitter so that I can get in contact with you after the stream and we can onboard you. So, bada boom, the first one is open. Let's go.
Sweet. How long are we going to let this one run for?
This one we're doing a 10 because I'm
like
testing the waters because if you remember yesterday, we had a few people that shouldn't have necessarily raffled for it and ended up winning it. And we ended up, going longer than we should have for at least the raffle.
The in-game chat is even typing exclamation point.
Yeah, I was cracking up at that earlier while I was playing, and I was just being like, tune in, let's win, and talking to some of the people. I got to actually engage with I think 3 or 4 of the 5 Power Pendant winners yesterday, which was very cool.
Very cool.
But yeah, while I was talking with that, someone was like, how do you win? And they were like, well, like you go to the stream and you type exclamation point raffle. And they must have been confused because they just started hitting exclamation point raffle in the game. And then everyone started hitting exclamation point raffle in the game. So,
yep.
I love the enthusiasm, everybody. Let's get this.
That reminds me of a funny story. Maybe about like 2 months ago, Cliff came into the game, Argus, the developer, and he's the only player with a red name in the chat.
Oh, really?
So he came on in just to hang out with everybody and told everybody about the raffle that's going on in the tavern. So I immediately put, because I know you have to buy tickets with gold, right? You have to go into the tavern to participate. But of course, it's a new feature, so I knew a lot of players wouldn't know. And just to mess with him, I put exclamation point raffle. And then the whole chat just went nuts. And he was no, not like that.
That was literally going on right now in the game. Like you have people, yeah.
Little bit.
Hashtag or exclamation point raffle. You got to do it in the chat. You got not in the in-game chat.
No,
in the stream
YouTube
chat.
Jump on over to YouTube, boys and girls.
Yeah, let's get it. So, how's everybody doing tonight? I'm glad to see I see some people that I've talked to in game on here. Glad to have you here. So what have you been up to? What did you do last night or today? Did you do any Lost Relics, Striker?
Yeah, so I did get some good hours in. Like I progressed significantly. I was like at the beginning of level 90, and right now I'm like maybe 3/4 of the way.
Okay.
I put quite a few hours in. The main reason, and for the big tip for the new players right now, is we now seem to have some new items in the drop pool, specifically epic relics. Okay, so I'm about to go into a dungeon really fast. So just to let you all know, you need to be playing in arcane pits or greater in order to find some of these.
Wolfmage or anyone on the stream, no, there is not an in-game raffle you can also win. People are just saying the raffle. They're just repeating. Everybody's hyped, and they're doing it in-game as well. There is no in-game raffle. Tiffany.
Well, there is an in-game raffle. You need to buy a ticket with 100 gold.
Yeah, all right, yes. There's that raffle. There's not a 10-minute raffle in there. You got to come here for the quick raffles.
Exactly.
That's hilarious, though. Yeah. So what are you said there was? We were talking. You said there was an update with some new items.
Yeah. So okay. Little tip for the new players. It's going to take you a little time to get accustomed to the game. But once you get, your feet wet, go over to the Discord of Lost Relics or the Telegram, and there's this feature called the Overseer. So the Overseer is pretty much like a log of all of the items, blockchain, and shadow stones that players have found in the game. Timestamps, pretty much.
That's awesome.
Starting yesterday, we started noticing that new items that haven't been released into the drop pool for honestly, since I've started playing. Some of the items that I've been like wanting to get a hold of but haven't been accessible have now started coming out. They're epic relics, which means to find it, you need to be in arcane pits or a higher difficulty. Arcane pits is a two.
And what type of items would you suggest before we got players going into that?
Okay, so I think it's possible. I think it's possible with purchasing some of the uncommon or common weapons and armor from the shop. So you might need to play a few dungeons here to get some gold. Feel free to sell your resources, get some armor, get some.
Yeah, there's a lot of money in selling resources right now.
For sure, for sure. There's a lot of players with new patches that are grinding out the experience levels, so they need all those resources. Go cash in right while you have a chance. So I would say with a couple of those, take in some potions or some some cooked meal, consumables. That should give you enough health. And once you get familiar with the map, you'll be comfortable. You'll be able to do it a few times. Once you're doing that consistently, that's where you're going to have a good shot at getting it.
I was laughing you bring in cooked resources. Anyone that was playing in-game earlier might have seen me in the chat being like, I screwed up big time. I brought in like 8 uncooked fish because I just thought they were. And it was like, all right, we got to take this. This wasn't the run I died on, but it was like, I have to take this real slow. I made a bad mistake.
Yep, I've done that too.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yep.
Please sell me stuff, Patrick. I'm not gonna sell you anything. You can go buy it yourself. You can just get the game and earn them. You don't have to buy them. Everybody gets an opportunity to do it.
500 concurrent players online right now.
Yeah, definite increase from actually yesterday.
Yep.
Now, granted, obviously it's Saturday, so since the new patch actually got fully live, I haven't really played on the weekend to look at the numbers, but there was a huge increase from yesterday's daily count.
Very true.
We just got to spread the good word, It's blockchain gaming at its finest on Lost Relics. So just so everyone knows, we got 3 minutes, and we got a bunch of people entered. We're going to see who's going to get access to the game for free.
What's the timer right now
at? Just under 3 minutes.
Just under 3 minutes. Gotta love it. Exclamation point raffle.
Exclamation point raffle, MarketSquare Gaming, Strike Team Games. Do it.
It looks like you're running a little bit of a Vermin Desert right now.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it over there.
So it's so much different. I haven't spent enough time to really learn the attack responses and behaviors of the new enemies because I was just trying to get to the graveyard as quickly as possible for this stream.
Sure.
I was well on my mark to being able to essentially do some low-level dungeon and be able to finish and unlock it by the stream. But I died. And so, yeah. So now we're one behind. That's okay, though. This happens.
Yeah, and the good news is right now with the graveyard feature, since it's so new, I'm sure the developers are, a new exploit gets found or a new bug or something, so they go in and they make a little tweak. So it's all good. And
Nico Pico just said in-game chat, I joined the raffle, but I'm thinking I shouldn't have. I'm a member already. That is going to happen. We don't prefer it, but if it does, we just don't give that winner the power pendant because you literally can't get the power pendant, even if I wanted to give it to you. And we'll just run a shorter one. We prefer you not to enter, though, if you are a member for these things. Those are for just growing the community, getting more players in on the sensation that is Lost Relics.
Exactly. And there'll be a couple of blockchain giveaways, so you'll have your shot.
We got 3 giveaways for in-game NFTs, and then we have 5, counting this one right now, for power pendants for new players to get onboarded without having to, spend a dime. Which
Exactly.
huge thanks to the developers of the game. This whole system
Codebit
of how
Labs.
how we've actually been running this was only possible with them.
Very
What
cool,
do we got?
especially like in the middle of a major patch coming out that they're
Yeah.
able to work it out, man.
I mean, that just shows the output for the community that they're willing to do, because yeah, they have a lot on their plate right now. A lot has changed, and they weren't even able to really collect metadata from just people playing until this week. Because from what I remember, though, from what I heard, it wasn't anything that Lost Relics was doing. It was their actual host server that was causing all the problems.
Yeah, it was the third-party service, right? So sometimes, even if they had run everything, as perfect as can be, there's still going to be things that require adjustments because of, outside service providers and so on and so forth.
Yeah. All right. We have our first winner.
Here we go.
Who do we got? Cola. You just got yourself access to the game. I hope that you didn't already have access to the game. But congratulations. Make sure, Cola, if you are a new player, to post your Discord or your Twitter onto the actual stream chat, so I can grab that information and we can make sure that you get your power pendant. Yeah, Cola, congrats, man.
One more player in the economy.
I mean, right? That's the thing that's great about this whole system too, is even if you don't win, or even if you're in the game already and you obviously can't win the power pendant, we all benefit from it, because the more popular this game gets, the more popular our play to earn potential is.
Yep, that's what I've been saying for the greater part of a year now, because it's one of those things, as this in-game economy grows, a rising tide raises all boats. Everybody wins across the board.
It's a really cool thing, actually, if you think about the whole concept of blockchain gaming, though, because it's been proven that you wouldn't have to do this and you could make a ton of money as a company. But in my opinion, with blockchain gaming, it's like the companies themselves have essentially given up some of that profit so that everyone in their community can win.
Very true.
Because it's like the play to earn thing. Like, there's skins coming out all the time for all these things, and who benefits from them other than the aesthetic appeal for the players? The company.
Yeah. And we go back and you look at the history of gaming, and you talk about things like RuneScape or Diablo or EVE Online, World of Warcraft, and all of these games. They had these economies grow around them that were just basically controlled by the players.
The black market economies.
Right. Yeah, but back then, obviously, since it was a brand new item to come up, the developers were really under the assumptions here that, hey, in order for the company to benefit the most, that they need to control that market. But now with crypto-based technology, it turns out that this economy that can grow just with players can actually bring in more income for everyone, not just the players, but for the developers as well.
Exactly. The whole idea of, I mean, there's so much respect for any of the developers that are doing blockchain gaming, because you are empowering your community by choice, which is what makes blockchain so special.
Yep, at the forefront of this new technology too.
Yeah, that's true. It's a awesome time to get into these type of games as well, because these are going to blow up. Like, there's no way that these things aren't going to blow up and become the standard of the industry.
Yeah, and it's just when you think about crypto in general, gamers have been at the forefront of technology, honestly, since games were created. Artificial intelligence came from, started with gaming.
Yeah.
The GPU, graphics processing chips, units, started because of gaming. VR, AR, going into gaming.
I'll be interested. Have you come into contact with any VR blockchain games yet?
I think there are a couple, but not of like. I think they're more like still in the experimental phase. Like I don't think that they have working products. I may be incorrect on that.
I mean, I have no knowledge. I haven't looked into it at all. I just, yeah, it hasn't popped on my radar.
Yeah, I haven't played VR in a little while. My last VR experience was Resident Evil. Oh man, which one was it?
I know which one you're talking about. I can't remember. There's a lot now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have you had PlayStation VR?
Yeah, that was my first VR experience. Was PlayStation.
Interesting. What'd you think of that one?
So when that one came out, like it was still trying to prove that you could get this type of technology out cheaply to the public.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't have like the best quality, but it was good enough for you to get the. I mean, I got scared. I'll put it that way. Like it was good enough for you to like suspend disbelief. But now, like when you look at some of these, more advanced products, it's brand new, man.
All right, Striker, you get to decide. Are we giving away? We're going to do a NFT giveaway. Everyone is open for this one, not just new players. Everyone. Are we giving away a sword or are we giving away a bow?
Okay, let's since we're starting off hot. Let's go with a bow.
Let's do it. All right, guys. The bow 15-minute timer. In-game NFT giveaway starts right now. Get it in there and get it quick.
Yeah. Resident Evil 4 getting released on Oculus Quest 2.
I do have a Oculus. I don't know if I have the Quest or the Quest 2. I have the one that's a self-contained system.
Okay, I feel you. I
didn't pay for it. I was, gifted it, so I don't really know. I don't play a ton of them, but I do have to say I have a sweet spot for I think it's called Bulletstorm on there.
Oh, okay.
It's just, an arcade style like gun simulator shooter.
Definitely.
Very cool. But I'll be interested, like we'll definitely have to I'll have to look into it. If there are blockchain VR games, I'll have to see if you can use an Oculus or however that works. But
definitely something to research for the future.
Definitely. They're not my preferred game type. They have I need to be in the mood, I guess, for it because I've gotten so used to. I don't want to get super tired while I play a game.
Back and chill.
Yeah, this is my winding down thing. So
definitely. So you hit a major blockchain item, then you go nuts.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, too, something that was pretty cool. I didn't actually ask what it was. I was watching one of the Power Pendant winners' streams this morning, which anyone who wins or anyone who wants to tell me about your stream, I'll check it out. But while I was watching him, he found his first blockchain item, and
ooh, nice.
Which I was like, that's so cool. And then I was just like, well, why haven't I found one yet? That's rude, okay? What about me? But, that's what it's about. I'll get mine. I'll get mine eventually.
You'll get yours for sure.
But it's like,
damn, it looks like Kotasm just found 182 Shadow Stones in a dungeon.
Whoa!
Yep, 182
in one dungeon.
In one dungeon, Odin Spire Sands.
That's amazing. So, from your experience so far with the new system with the Shadow Stones being droppable, are you finding the bulk of your Shadow Stones in chests or from, what have you experienced with the relation between just general drops or chests?
So I would say that, I probably found around close to 300 Shadow Stones so far, and they've all been in chests for me.
All of them?
Yeah, all of them have been in chests.
Have you heard of people getting them in
drops? I'm not sure. It's a good question. I could ask around for sure, but I think for the most part, I think it's probably safe to assume that they're only in chests. That would also make sense because now we have this new feature in each dungeon where you have to, when you're killing the mobs, they drop the keys.
Okay,
so if you choose not to kill everyone, you could miss out on those Shadow Stone drops.
That's true. That was we talked about that actually, kind of close to that topic yesterday in our stream where it was like when you realize that you missed an area and you find an exit, do you go back? Do you go back through? And
now you have to, man, if you want those shadow stones.
Yeah. At what level can you actually start finding the shadow stones?
Let me double check really quick. I want to make sure,
because I haven't found one, and I've been doing the rare tier.
I mean, you should be able to find them at all.
Yeah, but don't the drop rates
them.
scale significantly?
So I don't think it's the drop rates do scale, but I don't think it's significant. Like, I think there is a minor increase based on like playing harder dungeons. For shadow stones, like for the blockchain items, for the NFTs, or in this game they're fungible tokens since they're stackable. They are limited based on the dungeon that you go into. The more difficult, the more likely you are to be able to acquire one of the higher ones.
Okay. So something that I thought that we should probably like get into, because like I want to learn more about it, and I think everyone else will as well, as getting into how you gauge the Royal Emporium economy, and like what did the graphs actually, what can I actually use from those graphs that are provided? What am I looking for?
Okay, so that's good. Here's some things to keep an eye on and to know. So because this new update came out, there are a few graphs and a few items that previously like weren't circulating for whatever reason. Maybe a new item got a new use. There's still a bunch of, since the game's in early development, there's still a bunch of items that don't have specific uses yet.
Okay.
So they may not have been trading before. So some of these graphs are getting updated, brand new information daily. So we're all kind of going through it together.
Mm-hmm.
In general, the things that I look at, that I try to get an understanding for, is I like to view the market by tier, so that I can have an understanding, like if I want to look at all epics or all rares or all common.
Okay.
And then I typically do two things. I sort by price, so I can see what's at the top of the class and what's the bottom of the class.
Okay.
And then I sort lastly by volume, just to see what is the things that are actually moving, to kind of figure out maybe why they are.
So is that you're looking at volume so that you know what you should keep, sell, or wait to buy type of thing?
So I look at that information to like create a narrative. Like, for example, right now you're looking at the bowstring on your screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so go back and click that bowstring really fast.
All right,
so
bowstring.
When you click the bowstring,
yep, there's a giant down curve.
Yes. So, and the reason for it, really, right above your cursor, there's a search bar, and you can just type in bowstring. But the reason why there's that big down curve, see, this is where it's kind of like, because I've been playing for a little while, I have a little bit more information, but the bowstring's a brand new item to the game that didn't exist before this patch.
Mm-hmm.
So what that graph is representing or telling me is that just like any other item when they're brand new to the game, there's always going to be a demand initially for something that you could never have gotten before.
Okay.
Right? So the very first players that were smart enough to say like, hey, this is a new item, I'm going to go make as many of them as I can right now, because people don't know. Yeah, people don't know how or where or to get them. So as that information starts to go out to more and more players, they realize, oh, I can easily make these myself, or maybe they're not really worth this price. That's the reason for that down curve.
So yeah, use the graphs to your own scaling potential.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, you can, like, looking at some of the items that are really important. You can sort by weapon. On the top, you can sort by consumables. So consumables are going to be those items that you're going to be able to use for regen in the dungeons. Like cooked fish, potions, things along those lines.
Yep.
The weapons can tend to be expensive. Since we just got this new patch, right now there are a bunch of weapons that I would say are, fairly priced, because we have a whole bunch of forgers that right now are trying to race that leaderboard to see who's going to come out on first. So in order to race for that top spot, they're pretty much making weapons and selling them as fast as they can, which brings the price down and down and down and down to get more gold to make more.
Well, it's because the market becomes saturated.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Now, over time, and especially as new players join, my guess is that some of those items will start to go up in price in terms of gold, mostly because once the amount of new players overwhelm the amount of old players that are crafting, which is not that hard to do, assuming we get a good little influx to the game, then some of those items will start to increase in price for sure.
Okay. So that's what you should expect from these type of fluctuations. And
yeah, for any new player, definitely look at the consumable section because you're going to need some of that stuff to survive in dungeons.
100%.
Keep an eye on that. And then I would say that you could look at some of the... Right now, there's some new relics for the very starting players, but they're very expensive since they're all brand new items. Give them a week or two maybe for them to drop, and then you can easily afford them.
So is that a general rule of thumb for you where when something, or when there's new stuff onboarded, even if you want it, you would wait?
So what I do is I come up with an idea here, like for sure waiting almost always helps you get a better price. Unless there's a very specific reason on why you need to be first in something or have something before other players. So like one of the judgments that I made, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 months ago, there were these 2 bounty items in the epic class, and they help you get increased experience.
Okay.
I figured that it was more than worth it for me to be able to pay up to get them, because all that extra time that I play gave me extra XP against anybody else that was racing on the leaderboards. So I took I paid more gold than they did, more than likely, but I also got a huge bonus of XP to jump on that leaderboard.
So what is where are you at on the leaderboard with
Well, let's take a look. The top two statistics that everybody looks at, I guess, just general. What's your combat level?
Okay.
Right now, I am 19th, right behind, right ahead of the sheriff. So he's right on my heels.
On the coattails there.
Exactly. In terms of overall skills, 17th.
Okay.
I'm trying to catch up. I'm tied right now with blackjack and slice dice. So.
All right.
A little grind to pull ahead if possible.
Yeah, I assume after this dungeon, I'll be able to access the graveyard, and we can we'll do like a general breakdown of it.
Oh, yeah.
I'll pretend it's for everybody that's watching's sake, but it'll be also for mine. We'll all learn something, Oh!
Yeah, I'll do a little commentary while you concentrate. Focus when you're playing it.
What is that? Raw vampire.
Oh, nice.
What are you?
I think that's selling for a nice little price.
Yeah, 3,761 gold.
Woo! You just almost doubled.
Yeah, I more than doubled my total. I almost tripled my total.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm broke, in case anyone hasn't noticed on screen. I think yesterday I asked you how much how much gold you had. You're like, I don't know, like 200,000 or something like that, 250.
Yeah. So my current gold balance right now is 350,000.
Woo! So how much gold are you actually yielding per? Just so we know, we are just under 3 minutes for the first NFT item giveaway. It is a bow, a rare bow. But how much are you yielding?
Okay, so I'm in a really weird spot, to be quite honest. I am, maybe like 10 or 15 spots away from the top of that leaderboard. So there's like 15, 20 players that are able to craft more advanced than I can.
Okay.
But I'm also still highly ranked, so I am able to make some valuable items.
Yeah. What you run with? What, you don't have mythic fully stacked, right? I know you have mythic items.
Yeah, no, I have I have quite a I do have a full stack mythic loadout.
Oh, do you?
Full stack transcendent loadout. Oh yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
We got to get your feed in here, man.
It will happen. It will happen.
Actually, it's probably better if if I don't on the regular, because I'll just be watching yours and die.
Actually, if another little thing for all of you players out there, little tip, if you want to stock maybe some of your favorite players, if you go to the Lost Relics website, there's a tab that's called Players, like Player Search.
Mm-hmm.
You can type in anybody's name, and it'll show you their stats and their current loadout, so you can see what they're using. Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, yeah. So you can, you can do a little sneak creeping on someone.
Yeah, and then combine that with using the Overseer when somebody gets a drop. Maybe Howling Mad, who's #1 in the game right now, find some drop, go quickly look at what he's using and where he found it from the Overseer.
Have you
extra info.
Have you run into him in the game?
Yeah, he's real chill.
That's awesome.
He's hardcore grinder. Honestly, he took over from I think it was like September, October of last year, maybe October, November, where he started like really grinding that leaderboard and getting up there. First player to hit the level cap at 120.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yep.
God, that must have taken so long. Actually, what type of EXP do you get at those levels?
Okay, that's a good one. So I'm about to finish. Right now I'm doing Wasteland, so...
Okay.
I
when you're
guess,
finished, tell... Yeah.
I would guess, and we'll see if I'm wrong or right, I would guess maybe 9,000 combat experience, and maybe like 7,000 for cutting trees, and 7,000 for bushes.
Awesome. Oh ho ho! We got our first winner. In-game NFT. SOE Dabs. You just won yourself. I think it's called what is this one? The Blood Extinction Rare Bow.
Ooh, that's a nice one. I'll give you the dabs in the chat for you guys. So old players would throw up that like.
That's
that
the old
symbol.
dabs. Okay.
That's the old dab symbol.
Congratulations, Dabs. Make sure again to post that information that we need. Yeah. Yes way. It did just happen.
It happened.
It happened.
I mean, I think that Blood Extinction might be like at the top of the rare class too. Like compared to all the other bows.
Yeah.
I think that might be got in for #1.
That is one of the really good ones. It has a really cool ability where you have a 10% chance to do... I can't remember exactly. Actually, it's probably in the encyclopedia. Just go to the encyclopedia.
Blood Extinction.
Blood Extinction. Where you at? I
think it's 10% increase to damage.
I'm pretty sure it's something. I know it's 10% chance for something. It has to do with damage. Blood Extinction. Yeah, 10% chance to increase or to do 15% more damage. That's huge.
Nice. Yeah, 15% extra. Definitely. It's like when that does proc, it's like you're hitting with an epic instead of a rare.
Yeah, and you're able to do it in a rare.
Exactly.
A rare dungeon, at least. There we go, Dabs. I have your information. I'm popping that on there. We had such a disjumbled system yesterday. I made a spreadsheet. So just like dropping people in with the things that they won. But we were able to track down the missing person yesterday. They ended up contacting MarketSquare's Twitter. And
that worked.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. All right. So, we just got a in-game item for everyone. Let's do a power pendant.
All right. Remember, the power pendant giveaways are only for brand new players, someone that's not in the game.
You got it.
If you're already in, take a few minutes, step out of this one, trying to get some new players into the game with all of us.
Let's go weird. We'll go 13 minutes for this one.
Nice weird number. I like it.
Yeah, got to show. Go ahead.
I'm about to get the results of the XP gain. Let's see. I beat Wastelands in 13 minutes. I did not get lucky this time. Okay, so I did get 9,600 combat experience, but So now your scavenging XP is now based on whether or not you found a drop. And on this run, I only found one drop.
Okay.
So I got very little woodcutting experience, 544. And for scavenging, I got 2,000.
All right. And so,
but when I hit a bunch, well, I'll update those numbers when I hit a bunch.
so one of the things that I was actually going to ask you that I waited for this was, is there any way that you would suggest that I could speed up my skills leveling? Or do I just have to pound the pavement of just running low-level dungeons over and over?
You got to pound the pavement. You got to put your work in. This was not the way that it used to be. I'm still getting more feedback from players that they are leveling up faster than what they used to.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was thinking a little bit more in depth, and this is just personal opinion. I've always thought about what happens. Let's assume that there's the day that comes when Lost Relics really does like explode.
When it comes.
When it comes, there you go.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about it like, you're gonna have a whole bunch of players that really have that have been playing for a year, 2 years, plus. That they have some good items, maybe not the best items in the game, but they have good items.
Okay.
And when a new, maybe a new gaming guild or a new investment company, like
some new project or something.
A new project decides to come in and maybe just buy up all the good stuff. That would be a situation where, I'm sure some of those players that have invested a lot amount of time in it, would feel a little bit left out.
Mm-hmm.
So now it kind of gives it a little bit more balance. So if you really want to, for the players that invest time rather than money, you do still have an advantage over the other players that only choose to invest money.
Yeah.
So I do think it's a good way to balance the game for both, people that are willing to contribute and to the economies, and people who are just, wanting to play for free.
That makes total sense. And yeah, no, I totally agree with that. Do you? So on, there's other games where we talked about, like we briefly talked about the other day, that there's this balance that needs to be occurred between NFT investors and gamers for the games. Have you found, I feel like I haven't discovered a large section of the community that aren't players that are still buying.
Yeah, I don't
where it's like Axie
yet.
Infinity, you have a ton of people that do not play that game that own, assets in it.
Yeah, I definitely don't. We're definitely not there yet. Axie Infinity, at least from a development standpoint, did start, development a year, maybe 2 years ahead of Lost Relics.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's a time difference there, naturally. So we don't have those type of investors just yet. All of the players that are in right now that have some of the really high ticket items, almost all of them are players as well that are grinding out the levels and competing on that in the game. So
what's your opinion on that whole system? Is it going to be a good thing when the NFT investors that aren't actually part of the community itself, or the direct gameplay community itself, is that a good thing to you? What's the opinion on that?
It's so hard to tell. To be honest, like I do a lot of research on crypto-based games in general, and like the more homework I do and the more research papers that I read, this is just my personal opinion, but I start to think that the way that play to earn will evolve over time will not be based on like a type of mechanic where it's like you play and you get paid per hour or something like that. I think it's going to be more creative structures inside each individual game. So like in Axie, you have the type of economy where you have breeders and you have competitors and you have investors, right? So like there's these 3 different classes, right? Compare that to Lost Relics, and because it's in a completely different genre, the economy's completely different as well. Like in Lost Relics, like you still have the players and investors, but you have some people that are buying blockchain items because they want to be able to compete in harder dungeons. You know, you have other players that are that are trying to like acquire blockchain resources because they are increasing their production skills and selling them for gold in game. You know, like there's different reasons to acquire and different ways to earn in every single genre.
Okay.
So that's how I tend to look at like what play to earn will evolve into. But it's just so early, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's in its infancy.
Yeah, I hear a lot of players, you know, that I've talked to on a daily basis or whatnot that are like, man, I wish I was playing when you played Striker. Or, I wish I was here a year ago. Like I feel like I missed out. And I come back to tell them is like, the way that I tend to look at these gaming projects are 2 to 5 years out into the future. Like that's just how I do it. Because of that, like even new players that are winning pendants right now, like you're literally coming in at the start of this new Shadowstone system.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how long you've been in the game before. Like there was no way to acquire Shadowstones before. This is not possible. You are early.
I've never had one, and I wasn't sure how I was going to actually acquire one until the update.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's interesting though. 'Cause, yeah, I would have to say that I would prefer, personally, I understand the economics behind the benefits of having investors for NFTs that aren't actually players in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm so much more lean towards I would rather have the community be the ones who are all winning, because once the investors get there, there's a chance, it's definitely not always the case, and it's just a possibility that you will cause the player growth to become stagnant because it's so expensive. Games like this aren't going to do that because you can actually earn and find the items. But other games, exactly. It's like, that's why I've never tried Axie, is because it's too expensive to get the full scope of it.
Yep, that's a legitimate point, and a point that a lot of other people bring up. But let me give you this is my like, this is my, if I had to predict what's going to happen based on no evidence, this is my speculation, I guess you could say. I think when that moment happens in different games where investors come in and attempt to like overwhelm the players, I have a feeling that as time progresses, those investors are going to realize that they do not have the same level of power
control.
That the community of players does. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if when those moment happens, like players within game economies unite, either to form guilds or to form, some types of structures to help better protect, their own.
It's a weird like what you're. I get this. I wouldn't know how to put words on it either, because it's like I don't know how to define what they are protecting, but it's like, because you're already a part of it, but I would rather have the community grow than make it harder for new players or more intimidating on a monetary base for new players to onboard. So it's like, I could actually see that. That's a
nice.
It's a nice observation or prediction possibly that hopefully we'll see come true, or hopefully it doesn't come to that. But if it did, I'm on board. Let's band together. We're the blockchain gaming crews here.
I just tend to think of it as like, the concept of like time is money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if people were to come in and spend a lot of money, invest a lot of money into the economy, I mean, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing really wrong with that. That helps boost the economy for everybody if investors come in. But also, all the time that players are putting in specifically, that's valuable too. It's just valuable in a different type of set.
Yeah. So that makes sense, though.
That's why I've been grinding as hard as I can to get up to these high levels, because I understand that time and its equivalent experience, is going to play a huge role in the future.
So, how long does it take you to level at your level?
It takes a good. So what I try to do, like, if you pull up your skill bar right now, or when you're not being attacked and killed.
Yeah.
look at your skills right now. My general goal, this is my rule of thumb. I try to get one of those to go up a level a day.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to be something like from ground level. Obviously, when you're new, you can be gaining levels like left and right.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten to the point where it's like, no, if I play one day, like I just try to get one level in something.
Okay. What about
Any
your
one of those.
actual character level?
That's
got to take a while, right?
I'm guessing that I hit level 90 a little more than a week ago. Oh, no, probably about a week ago. Now this week's been a little my schedule's changed, so my timing is off. But yeah, like right now I'm at probably about 3/4 of the way through level 90.
Okay. So I remember you were trying to hit that before the update.
Right,
And
the update, right? Exactly.
yeah, life, the update life happened.
Mm-hmm.
Which was, I did love that. I think it was Cliff that made the post when it was down for those days where it was just like, it's not us, it's our server.
Right.
And he was real quick to go find one when they let the other server go. Essentially, this was live that day.
I mean, when you think about it too, right? Like that, and this is one of the reasons why, like, apart from the game being fun, like one thing that I personally believe in is that, because these items have value, players, like the mindset of gamers are going to change in the future. I think it's already starting to change.
Yeah.
But things like the quality of the developers is going to be an extremely important factor to any game surviving. Even though players don't really look at it like that, we're all used to like the, hey, day one, is it good? If it's not, get out of here. I'm going to go play something else.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's more along the lines of like, I have a lot of choices on what to play. And if I'm going to put my money in, like, is the team or the person that is responsible for creating this, like, do they have the skills to take it to this next level?
Can they deliver what they say?
Right. And what I see and what I've experienced, like, the game has changed dramatically in 1 year.
Yeah.
You get major updates like every 3-4 months, major holiday events. Obviously it's in early access. There's going to be times when the game comes down or things need to be fixed. It's natural.
Yeah,
But,
and
I'm just extremely impressed.
you're even saying in the last year, I haven't even been playing a month, and the game has changed dramatically. Like since when I first started, which is always like a nice plus too, because it's like like essentially what you were saying. That the developers are devoted to it and are actually working towards some type of a goal. You see in, I found with some node operators and stuff like that they essentially have. This is not true for every one of them. They will make game plans for what they want to do and then don't do anything. And it will be years that we're going to do this thing and nothing changes. And Lost Relics has gone through multiple tweaks and patches since I joined, which is, I think 17 days ago.
Yep. I mean, I have something else to go off on that, but let's check in on that raffle real quick. Where are we at with time?
We are now done. All right. Oh, I'm getting attacked.
All right.
You're dead. Okay. All right. Here we go. Who is our next winner for a power pendant? Kariki Gee. Kariki. You just won yourself a power pendant.
Show him a little bit of love.
Congratulations.
Congrats in the chat. Congrats.
Remember, send us that information so that I can onboard you. I need your Discord or your Twitter. So,
another happy.
Give him a
another
second. There
happy
we
player.
go. Yeah. So another exciting thing too for anyone who's just joining and didn't hear in the beginning, every single winner yesterday, by that night, like a few hours later, they were entirely onboarded, had full access to the game, and all of our NFT winners had their NFTs in their engine wallets and were either using them or just admiring them.
Yep. You know, a little quick update in game in the in-game world. Lemuria just found a Firelight Falchion in Forgotten Chambers. That's a rare sword. Durkheim found a rare leather blockchain item in Wastelands, and Tiffany found 35 Shadow Stones in Forgotten Chambers.
Woo!
It's dropped. The drops are real, man.
I mean,
The drops are
it's
real.
happening, right? All right, so did I get our winner's info posted yet? Kariki, make sure to post your, there it is. Perfect. All right. We got our second Power Pendant winner of the day. Got it.
God, I love it.
All right. So, what are we looking right now? What are we at? It's already 5:50. Man, it flies when we do these things. All right.
Yeah, it does.
It really does, though. All right.
Sometimes when you're having fun, baby.
All right. So here I think is a good game plan. We're gonna now raffle off the second ritual rapier sword.
Okay.
Right after that, we are going to, and it just started, everybody. This is open to everyone. It is a rare sword. Blockchain item in game. You do not have to have access to the game to win it. Everyone wins it. I think after that, we'll do 2 rapid fire power pendants.
Sweet.
Then we're going to introduce the big boy. And we'll set that one up we'll give people a little bit of time. Anyone who's a little late or, it's not working, they're doing something, whatever, we'll do that one for 20.
Okay.
And then after that one is done, there is still going to be another power pendant that's accessible. So right now we have our NFT. Everyone is eligible. Anyone can win. Get yourself a sword. Bring the game to the next level for you. And if you die, you can keep them. Doesn't matter.
And guys, make sure to give MarketSquare.io some love. Go ahead and hit that like button and that sub button on YouTube.
Yeah, we would really
thanks to
appreciate
them, we're
it.
able to do this right now.
Yeah. Like I have said before, definitely go check out what he's talking about. MarketSquare.io, MarketSquare Gaming on YouTube. If we can generate enough of a response and stuff, I can do these all the time. I'm trying to set up something where maybe me and Stryker can, we can just participate in a weekly or bi-weekly giveaway. Promote this,
Ooh.
which would just be awesome. We don't know any of that for sure yet. It's kind of in the pipe. It's going to depend on this whole weekend of doing this. But so far, the response has been huge.
Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Hype is real.
The hype is real. The grind is real, too. My God.
That's true.
I was so sure I was going to get to level 10 after that dungeon. Just shy.
Going back real quickly to what we were talking about right before the raffle. I think there's a really good comparison when we're talking about what's happening with blockchain gaming.
Mm-hmm.
You remember a few years ago, well, more than a few years ago, but you remember when Patreon and like crowd-based funding for video games got real hot?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Yeah, and you remember how, that was like really the first time I think when gamers got an understanding of like how long and how much work it actually takes to make these products. And then on top of that, there was plenty of those products that people got upset about because they never launched because they just didn't work.
Yeah, or they just never came to fruition.
Exactly. I think we're kind of like re-seeing that type of cycle all over again in crypto. There's a lot of projects launching for blockchain games. There's a lot of people maybe making more promises than what they're able to deliver.
Yes.
So I always like to say like, hey, once gameplay comes out, I can make a more rational decision than jumping on in.
I'm looking at you remember us laughing about the Nestable? I'm looking at one right now. It is so much more extra than I thought it was. Look at this thing. I didn't realize it was a cube.
Yeah, there he is. That's a good one. Who's the player that has it?
I think it's either Ridgeway or... Well, there's a bunch of people over here, actually. So I actually heard something today. I was watching another one of the winners streams today, and someone that was on there, I had mentioned that it was super awesome. I ran into and was able to talk with some of the onboarded winners last night while I was playing. And I was like, I thought that was really cool. I saw them in the tavern and stuff. And he told me that none of these people in town are actually them.
No,
they're
right.
NPC just randomly moving.
Right. So like when a player logs into the game, like as long as you're recently been in, like you have the chance of appearing in somebody else's game, and they are just NPCs, but representations of the players that are currently in the game.
I did not know that. I found that interesting. Like I was then like very intrigued by what dictates the movement. Is it just random?
Yeah, a little bit of randomness, make the world feel a little bit more alive.
I mean, they're doing a really good job with that then, because I thought the world was alive. I did not know. I did notice a lot of idle players, but it's like when you have games like this and towns, you're going to have a lot of idle players. But yeah, that's very cool. It's such a nice touch. Like Cliff thinks of so many of these weird little things that bring personality to the game.
Yep.
And it's one person.
Yep.
I assume it's still one person, right? I know there are other devs and stuff, but
I mean, the way I look at it is like Cliff is the lead developer, period. Like
Soul Art just got an epic drop. Not to interrupt you. That is amazing, Soul Art.
Wait, I didn't see that. What happened?
It's just in the chat that's so cool.
Soul just got the Okeptian Amber in Wastelands. Bro, I'm in Wastelands right now. That could have been me.
Suit. So that's okay.
Congrats.
Soul Art, I'll send you my engine wallet, and you can just pop that on over to me anytime you feel like it.
Exclamation point raffle, guys.
Yeah. So, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just thought that was a pretty big thing right there.
Good find. I lost my train of thought, to tell you quite.
It's like I did. I literally don't remember what you were talking about, because I was like, that's so cool. I'm jealous.
What I was saying is that that Cliff is the lead developer, and pretty much the buck stops with him. And I wouldn't be surprised, just like in any other video game company, there is normally in the video game industry, there's a lot of turnover. So I wouldn't be surprised if people help out during specific times, especially like maybe during holiday season.
Yeah.
Where there's like so much demand by people coming in. So that's the way I tend to look at it.
So that's actually a good thing. That reminds me of something that I wanted to talk to you about. I know that it may not be the same like this year, and we talked briefly about the Halloween event in the last stream. How many other events were there during your experience? Were they doing, like 4 or 5? Since
I've been playing, I've seen 4.
Okay.
So it's been a year, so roughly like 1 a quarter. 1 every 3 months. But remember, most of them are tied to Halloween. I mean, tied to the holidays, so they're kind of packed in there. I experienced the Swissborg Multiverse event. Now, that wasn't like a Lost Relics event, but Lost Relics participated. That's how I found Lost Relics in the grand finale.
Yeah, that's so awesome. We should go over that whole event too. That was a cool story. But after we go over,
For sure. Donk just found a rare blockchain weapon item.
Oh, that's awesome.
Another one just dropped. There you go.
I'm so hoping that my first blockchain item is on a stream. But I almost know my luck will be when I'm just aimlessly grinding one day, and it's going to be like, it happened!
Yep. Oh, another one. A rare gray salt was found in Visum Vaults.
Oh, man. They're dropping like flies right now. How often do they... Yeah, like, where's this information that you're getting...
Okay, are you in the Discord or in Telegram?
I'm in the Discord.
Okay, go to the Lost Relics page.
All right, let's actually... Oh, no, I can't do that right now.
Oh, because we're streaming.
Because
Yeah,
we're
no,
streaming, and that's how I get you. But, all right,
Okay,
so
yeah.
for anyone else listening,
Yeah, you can go to the Discord, the Lost Relics Discord page. You know what? If you're not in there already, let me go ahead and drop a link.
do it.
So that you can come on in. And right near the top, underneath the info section of the Discord, it's the last item in the info section. It's called Overseer. In that Overseer, it's consistently being updated. Anytime anyone finds a blockchain item that's rare or above, not uncommon, and obviously Shadowstones. There's the link. I just posted it in there for you guys.
Perfect. I'm gonna scoop that up for sure.
Yeah.
I actually feel like I do actually. Once you broke that down, I do remember when I first joined the Discord. I kind of jumped around in all the channels just to see what was what, and I do remember a list of items being updated constantly with player names associated with them.
Yep, that's it exactly.
Which is awesome.
It'll also give information about like when you receive a special title, or when you level up to a certain level and unlock like for example, like if you get to levels, I think the levels are 20, 40, 60, 80, like every 20, that you unlock a special title for your skills based on whatever skill you are.
What do you mean by title? Oh, so that's like you're the master blacksmith or whatever that was that I saw in yours.
Right.
Now does that?
Right now I have the Grandmaster Minder.
That's what it was, Grandmaster.
You see your name in the top left corner of the screen where it says Adventurer? Click that where it says Adventurer.
Okay.
And then it
Change
should
title.
Be
okay.
Right. Now, as you earn them, they'll appear in this list.
Okay.
So right now you don't have too many, but during
zero.
Like each holiday event has given out like 5 to 6.
Okay.
You know, if you look at your daily rewards right next to your level, the 7th day mystery reward, there's a chance that you could either get the voucher for the pet or a scroll for a title.
Okay.
And there are some transcendent titles in there that people can find.
So to actually get a pet, not actually purchasing it, you would have to complete 5 weeks of the 7-day.
Well, 5 weeks would be the fastest you could get it, because there's 2 items that you can get from that.
Okay.
You can either get the scroll that gives you a title, or the voucher that gives you the voucher that can give you the pet. But you need to get 5 vouchers.
And then they're giving you directly as a NFT.
So it's not an NFT. This one's a virtual one. But the thing about the virtual pets is that because normally some of these virtual items that are like this, like rewards, they typically at some point in time get turned off, which means there's only a certain amount of those pets in the game, so they can go for some really high gold.
Okay.
So like right now, I'm guessing off the top of my head, like there's pets like the Billy Boo, I think is like 180,000 gold just for that pet. You know, it's virtual, it's not blockchain, you know, so. So
what does that mean too for if it's a virtual pet, not a blockchain pet, if you die, does the pet disappear?
No, you're fine.
That one's going to always be protected.
Yeah, right now, since the pets are like, the pets really haven't, I'm not sure if there's like any specific way that they want to develop pets usage in the future. But right now you can take a pet into any dungeon, doesn't matter the rarity, and if you died, you won't lose it. You'll be fine.
And just so everyone knows, we have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to enter into the raffle to get yourself a rare sword.
Yeah, and also looks like Tyranitar just hit 43 Shadowstones in Mount Olkit.
Woo!
Tearing it up.
Yeah, didn't you mention the other stream that someone found like over 100 and something in one? Or
a friend of mine, Coromanti, he found 450 something Shadowstones.
Oh, just a little off, you know.
Funny Money just found 59 Shadowstones in trial raid.
God, man. And that's just a randomly generated amount of them from a chest.
Yep. It's just random.
We definitely should
bit of RNG.
Ask around to see if anyone has actually found one from just a drop of an enemy kill. Like
Yep.
shadow stones, because I haven't heard much about that.
Same here. I haven't heard anything yet.
But give it some time. We'll definitely be hearing a ton about the shadow stones. And do you think what are your thoughts on the future? Do you think that they're going to keep that?
So the way it's set up right now, so the shadow stone, pretty much what Cliff did is he created a treasury. Okay. So there's a certain balance of shadow stones that are being held by the game right now.
Okay.
And that amount, that amount in the treasury is, it obviously gets depleted as drops go out, but it also gets increased for a few different things. One, if you are making a sale on the blockchain emporium in the game, if you're selling an NFT in the game with shadow stones, there's a 4% fee, of which 1% goes to that treasury to help fund it.
Okay.
If you purchase any of the pendants from the Lost Relics website using shadow stones, 5% of that transaction goes into the treasury. So the way that this can work is that as more players come into the game and more transactions start to occur, the more and more that treasury can build and start to reward players. So pretty much everybody wins the more people play. That's
awesome. I mean, that's the beauty of the whole formatting for building a game on blockchain.
What really intrigues me is that this is a brand new system. Brand new system that's coming out, and it seems to be working smoothly. I haven't heard anyone with any issues about the system. And since it's brand new, that just makes me speculate about how this system's going to grow going into the future. This isn't the final iteration. You know what I mean?
No, I was actually talking to my buddy who just got on the game the other day, and I was like, how you liking it? Everything. And he was like, oh, I love it. It's so good. And I was like, yeah, can you imagine when they officially release this thing? I always keep forgetting that we're not there. Because it is so good already.
It's one of those things that's as you've seen it develop, as you've seen everything change, you just realize that how, oh man, so much potential. So much potential. Man.
I mean, it's just AAA killer is what I keep calling them, and this is just one of them.
Well, they say that cryptocurrency and the technology itself is disruptive, right? It's going to be, changing the world of finance, disrupting the old and bringing in the new. So my question is, what's that going to look like in the video game industry? My guess is that this technology is going to allow smaller developers to compete against AAA developers, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised that in 5 years if, we talk about things like EA, Activision, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo. I wouldn't be surprised if one or two of them are no longer in the space because of this. That's how powerful this thing is.
Yeah, well, I wholeheartedly agree. Especially, too, because you've seen this giant surge in essentially a power hierarchy of the AAA games. Because it's Blizzard used to be one of the powerhouses that was we're going to do whatever we want. We'll say we're going to make a game, and maybe you have to wait 8 years for the game to come out. Deal with it. And then Activision owns them now. And they just seem to pump and dump, because I don't know about you, but once Blizzard was purchased, I saw a huge drop in quality in the next year, because they're trying to it's now deadlines for money is the bottom line, and they're not going to want to share any of that with the player community like you will have to do with blockchain based games. They're just going to take all of their, I forget what the mechanic is called. I haven't participated in so long. Microtransactions.
They're going to get theirs.
Yeah. We should. Yeah, they deserve to be abandoned at some point. I'm not saying the games that they actually run or anything are bad games at all. I've spent countless hours on tons of Call of Duty games, tons of stuff that all of these companies have made. But at the end of the day, we have this like whole new section of developers that want the community to be just as involved for what happens with the games themselves, where you have community voting and you can actually affect these things. Like meta changes is one of the biggest things that, from my research and experiences with some of the updates and games on blockchain, is how many weeks has broken metas been just running around, rampantly destroying the quality of gameplay for so many AAA games, and then they eventually get to it. But you know what they did do during that time is bring in new skins you could buy.
Yeah.
And that's not rampantly apparent in blockchain.
Well, here's what happens when players become essentially investors in the world that they're participating in. It makes you feel, and it gives your voice, a lot more power than what used to exist, right? Like, even though, playing games and making games are completely different skill sets, right?
1000%.
But that being the case, though, like, if gamers and these economies are helping fund and helping the development cycles of these projects, like, their voices are gonna automatically become much, much louder.
Oh, absolutely. And like that's what draws me to keep wanting to find more of these and wanting to grow this community and the community of blockchain gaming in general.
Speaking of
we do have a winner here. The winner of the in-game rare sword, the King Basil Gaming. I love it. That's the King. The King. The King just won. Go figure. So congratulations to the King.
Congratulations.
Make sure to drop that information in the chat. I need your Discord or your Twitter so I can contact you after all of this is over. And make sure you get that wonderful item. And remember, everyone, please subscribe to MarketSquare Gaming. Also, Strike Team Games. And all of this is made possible and funded by MarketSquare.io. Go over there and check it out. If you're interested in anything with blockchain, they have pretty much everything covered. You've got DeFi news, NFT news, new projects, discovery projects, gaming articles, gaming videos, anything you need. Like, make sure to check it out so we can keep doing these because they're a blast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And speaking, like we were saying, about growing communities, there's 110 people watching right now on YouTube.
I didn't want to jinx it when it just hit over 100, but I was going to be like, we just crossed 100 live watchers. Like, that's crazy.
Absolutely, baby.
We have literally half of how many subscribers I have right now are live. More than half. So please, if anyone is not subscribed to any of these channels, please do so. You'd be doing us a favor, and we can keep bringing you this type of the giveaways, the content. We'll try other games. Yeah, please do. But remember, the King, I need your Discord information. I need you to post it in the chat so I can grab it and get you that bad boy. All right.
Exactly.
So we will be doing some 2 rapid fire power pendants. Hopefully I'll get the King's info before then. But after that is the big item. We'll actually reveal what it is when we start the raffle, but it's a good one. I myself have one of them. And it's a jam. So the King, please give me your Discord.
Perfect timing to be going for that, to have an epic weapon, going for those epic relics that are dropping in the game.
Yeah, you'll be able to, it'll at least get you halfway there. If not, unless you're just a beast and you can just only do it with one, which I personally can't. Have you ever gone into any of the higher tier dungeons where you didn't have matching quality?
Yeah, I've done it a couple times, mostly experimenting, wanting to see what other players might be going through, trying to figure out difficulties and things like that. But also, even if you just take in one, if you take in a good amount of consumables and you play smart, you'll make it. You'll be okay.
All right. I think we're just going to start it And I'll make a note to make sure the king.
Looks like
Basil.
Netchu in the YouTube chat found 10 Shadowstones. If he survives and makes it out of the dungeon, I'll get the notification.
We wish you luck, buddy. We wish you luck. I was riding the am I going to make it out of here alive when I brought in all those uncooked food like a doofus. All right.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, I imagine there's been, I mean, just from the one story, you losing like even 100,000 gold of a death would be, I couldn't imagine. All right, so we're going to do 2 8-minute power pendant raffles here. So remember, everyone, do not enter. This is only for new players. Someone just said in the chat, typical king, making you wait on him.
Bend the knee. That's a good one.
That is great. All right. The power pendant raffle just started. Remember, if you do have access to the game, even though I know the excitement, you want to win some stuff, you can't actually win this, even if you win. I can't give it to you. So this is only for new players. Yeah. We want more people in this game. Spread the love and the joy that is Lost Relics.
Such a good giveaway, man.
I mean, it really, so many people. And I had no idea how many new players were going to. I was concerned that we wouldn't have enough new players.
You know what? I mean, I even said it when we started yesterday's stream. Like, my thought was that we were going to be like 70% old and 30% new.
Yeah.
But that's like flipped on its head.
It literally is, though. There's way more new players trying to get access.
Let's check again real quick. Type new in the chat if you're a new player, and type in old if you've been here for a little while with access to the game.
After the going ham on the raffle, which I understand, exclamation point raffle. Get yourself some giveaway prizes.
That's true.
And remember, all the prizes have been provided by MarketSquare.io. So we got new. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Look at that. The newbies are taking over in here.
See, that's the thing. When I talk to a lot of the OGs, I try to tell them, it's like, guys, like right now, when we're talking about just like prices of items, we try to like think like, is this really worth that, or is this, should this be more or less?
Pharaoh, one of our winners from yesterday, less than 24 hours. Sorry, continue. I didn't mean to interrupt.
You're good. I try to tell some of the players, I was like, as soon as a new wave comes in, as soon as a new batch comes, like, they bring their own opinions and their own thoughts, and who's to say that they're not right?
Yeah, no, I mean, because that's also too, you can have older players in the community are used to something, and so there's the potential to like have some squashed for new ideas, but there's so many new players constantly being onboarded to this game. Like, it's just growing in momentum, I feel like, week by week.
Yes, sir.
So remember, we have another power pendant that's going to be given away after this one. And then there's going to be a big item for everyone. Everybody gets a chance. But new players, old players, please still stay, because there's another power pendant to give away, and there might be more stuff to learn, because once I get out of this dungeon, we're going to kind of go over some graveyard stuff. Because I don't know what to expect, really. How are you doing over there? Are you doing dungeon runs right now?
Yeah, doing a little dungeon runs. I'm actually farming the first dungeon, Lost Catacombs. I need to... There's a lot of rears in that dungeon, those little rabbits, and I need to kill them for this bounty. So
okay.
Place to go into. And it looks like I might have gotten one of our pendant winners to message me on Discord, so I'll go ahead and relay the
Is that the king?
Don't know.
It's gotta be the king. He's the only one that I haven't been able to get an answer from. Because I have the... Oh, no, I don't have the sword. That was the king, yeah. I don't have the sword winner. I've got the bow winner and the first 2 power pendant winner discords.
Okay.
So, yeah, just shoot that over to me, and I'll see if that is already on my spreadsheet.
I will send it. Let's see.
See what we're working with, you know?
Exactly.
Also, there's something that I'd request out of everyone that's in the chat and stuff. Not necessarily right now, because, you know, with the raffle going on, it's hard to actually see everybody's comments because they kind of disappear pretty quickly because there's so many people trying to do the raffle. But I want to feature any games that are also awesome, that are blockchain based. So if there's anything that's a special project to you, like Stryker told me about one that I'm 100% sold on and going to go in on after reading its white paper. And I've gotten a sneak peek of an interview that he did that I assume you'll be releasing next week.
When I get the chance, I'm going to.
Yeah, it'll be done tomorrow, 100%. So then it's on. I'll shoot it back over to you. But yeah, I'm sold on that thing. But I would love to just hear what the rest of the community actually is playing other than Lost Relics, and are there other games that are just as good as, like, attempt to be just as good as this?
Type it in the chat.
Gods Unchained I've looked at. That one looked pretty good.
Good long-term project there. They've been building for a little while.
Yeah, I didn't actually end up getting enough time to look into milestone hits for them, because that is one thing that I do look at when I'm getting ready to test or, you know, try out a new game. How often, and it doesn't, you know, eliminate someone as a possibility when they're not hitting deadlines, but there's a lot of games that seem to be a little unrealistic with themselves of how they're. I know they want to do it, and it's not some malicious thing or anything. And, you know, developing a game is not easy at all.
Yep.
But I do like to see what type of milestones they hit. You know, as just a general rule.
As they progress.
Yeah.
Definitely. It makes a lot of sense.
Like, are they improving constantly? Or are they only doing major updates? Like, there's a lot of them that I've seen that have gone dark for 6 months and then will drop a giant update, which there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. It's just an interesting gauge for how involved the developers are with tweaking, I would say.
Very important. Very, very important.
Gods Unchained Forging has been down for like a month because high Ethereum gas. Yeah. I actually ran into this issue yesterday with Ethereum getting just kind of over... I forget the word.
Saturated?
Well, it was... I went to go transfer some of the items to the winners, and I got a warning message that it was... like, you know, the gas fees weren't terrible at the time, but they were like, there's a lot of traffic going on, and so it may take a little while for a node to verify. Which, it took 10 minutes. You know, God forbid. Like, if you sent to confirm something on Bitcoin has an average of a 10-minute confirmation.
Exactly.
What is Ether? I forget Ethereum's standard one. It's like 3 minutes? Is that what it expects? 2 to 3 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, it just now with the newest what was it, the London Bridge update? I think it was, or the London update that it went ahead and made it to where now Ethereum is being burned during transactions. So I've noticed personally times increasing, but like the thing I like about it now is just when you're making. Before, when you were setting gas fees and like you were putting a bid to make the transaction, now you're getting refunded if it ends up being a little cheaper. They don't take the full amount; they send you back the excess Ethereum. So
that's kind of nice.
Pay it, yeah.
We have our next MarketSquare.io Power Pendant winner, BWI TV. You just got yourself free access to Lost Relics.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Nice, nice. Abu Cool
same time.
must be the king, because I don't have that name on here. So remember, BWI TV, you just won. You got to post your Discord or Twitter in the chat right now so that I can record it and make sure that you can get onboarded. Yeah.
Over the last 10 minutes, Cass just found a rare relic in Forgotten Chamber. Space Monkey found 46 Shadowstones in Arcane Pits. And Chupacabro found 33 in Mount Olcap. I like that one, Chupacabro.
One of me and one of the guys that I've streamed with before, named Bryn, who's in the chat right now. Bryn, what is going on, buddy? Chupacabra just reminded me of we re-downloaded Broforce. Have you ever played that one?
Yeah, that was a good while ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's an older one, but yeah, that one is just so funny. I always love RoboCop. But yeah, that guy's name sounds like he's from Broforce. All right, I got the information. Thank you, and wada boom, we got another one going. There's another power pendant up.
Rapid fire.
But if you are not a new player and you are an old player, you do not want to leave. After this is the big raffle. And if you're a new player and you don't get this next power pendant, don't leave, because we got more power pendant for you. We got another one after that. We're getting it.
Yep. And for all the new players that end up coming in the game, regardless if you win the raffle or not, you're going to have a whole bunch of questions. There's a lot of OGs that are more than willing to help. So put out those questions in the chat. They'll help you out.
Yeah, the community, as I've said so many times, is one of the things that makes not only the game being so special, the community just brings it to a different level. Because you ask and you shall receive, in all honesty. Not necessarily items, information. So can I directly send you an item? Other than a wallet, like in-game?
Not in-game, no. There's a couple of reasons why that's been set up. It's mostly to prevent any types of
mid-maxing type of thing
in the game. Yeah.
Okay.
Because once you open up trades like that, you can have more gold farming or those types of activities happen.
100%.
I wouldn't be surprised if in the future we get it, but I'm more than positive that's going to be a very complex system to build out to make sure to get it right.
So what's the deal then of the trading channel?
Okay, so the trading channel. So the trading channel is really just to post information to players. It doesn't necessarily mean that transaction is going to go through, because the Emporium in the game, the marketplace, it's a blind order book. So you just put in your order based on what you're willing to pay or what you're willing to sell. Don't worry about anything else. You put your number in. If someone else somewhere else in the game puts in their figure and it matches close to yours, the transactions will complete automatically.
Okay.
So even though someone is trying to sell something to another person in the game, there's no real way to know, because there could be 4 or 5 orders with better prices that will trigger before yours does.
I get. Okay. All right. That makes sense then.
Yeah.
Anyone in the game get anything awesome?
Let's see. So we're still waiting. Oh yeah, we got another. Oh no, we're still waiting. I'm still waiting for. I forgot who was it in the chat. They said that they found some Shadowstones, but I don't think they were out yet.
Oh yeah. Whoever in the chat said that they got those. What was it? 20-something Shadowstones?
I think that's what they said.
Did you survive? Are you still in it? You still got them? I hope you did. Yeah.
There was a horror story from back into the Christmas of 2020. A level 3 player found a transcendent in the dungeon, but died and did not get to take it out.
Wait. What?
Back in the day. They found it in the dungeon, level 3, and they died. So they did not claim the blockchain item.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a tough thing to recover for. It was a bow too?
It was a bow. And
oh
the bows, oh man,
God, the bows are
I think
just...
at the time it was I think at the time it was selling for around $10,000. Like, oh,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
can you imagine too? Like, oh, we got one of our winners from yesterday, Eloc. What
He's
is
back
going
in.
on? Yeah, he was one of the ones that got onboarded. Or no, you got a bow, I'm pretty sure. Striker, what do you think what the elemental egg will do?
Ooh, good one. Good one. So
Yeah.
the elemental egg, this was also before my time. I missed the first Easter event of 2020. I came in after that. But during the time, and this is, I don't have concrete proof. This is rumors from old players, but I believe those were the currency that needed to be traded in during that event. But the unique thing is that they never went away. So people for the longest time has been speculating, what they're gonna do. All I know is that a couple months before Easter, I make sure to get my hands on them before they go up in price, just in case.
Woo.
You know,
Milestone
they don't have another
reward.
use right now.
Let's open a chest.
Oh, you got that level 10. Are you gonna
I
get
did.
a chance to do it?
Oh yeah, I got a barbarian blade.
Ooh.
Oh, and there's some nice rock and roll when you get a when you get an item.
Yeah. There's gonna be some really good new music in the
What
Graveyard
do we
Rumble.
got? I got a uncommon virtual barbarian blade. One-handed. Can you wear two melee?
I don't think so. No, I don't think you
Because
can.
it just identifies as main hand and offhand, right? Doesn't actually say bow.
Right.
Maybe in the future. Maybe some down the road, or maybe that's just the
That was my
verbiage
first
that
thought.
they.
We
that
do
they
have
decided.
one-handed swords in the game.
Yeah, well,
one-handed axes. So.
That's what I was just looking at. I get that, like, maybe that's just the category or the categorization of, there's like long bows, short bows, like
Right.
based on the speed.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, okay, so I can now go into. We got 2 minutes on the next power pendant winner, and then we got the big item coming. We got the one everybody's been waiting for.
Big boy.
You'll actually get to see what it is, and everyone is eligible. Get it.
Yep. Looks
So-
like some players in the game are getting titles right now.
So should I equip my best gear?
Okay, so you don't need to worry about that. So
No
for
gear.
For the competition, it's going to be uniform. Everyone's going to receive the same thing.
Okay. Do I bring potions, anything, or is it just?
It'll be given to you. I don't think you receive any items in your inventory. So as soon as you enter, it'll give you your loadout, which should be an epic one-handed sword and a epic bow.
Awesome. All right. So what happens if I go in there with items?
You're fine. You won't lose them.
Even
I made that mistake. I took legendary items in, and obviously you die because you play until you die.
Yep.
And then I realized I was like, oh no, did I just lose everything? But I didn't. Thank God.
SL US bows have speed ratings. To a degree, right? Like the short bows do fire faster.
Yes, they fire faster for sure. They have a shorter range.
Mm-hmm.
Little pro tip here: if you hold the shift button
Yeah.
and you put your cursor on top of one of the weapons, even you can do it on your screen right now. It'll give you an updated information on the damage per hit, damage per second for both regular attacks and power attacks.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, you can
So you
see
can
that
compare
right
them.
now. Perfect. All right, we got 15 seconds. Oh, Dr. Loot just told me in chat that I just obtained content creator status in Discord.
Well, welcome to the team, baby.
Right?
So glad you're in here with us.
Yeah, and we're going to keep this thing going, too. This ain't the end of the Lost Relics content. Not by a long shot.
Yeah.
John's over here saying would be nice to have shields and a blocking mechanic. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something eventually down the line, because it's like they introduced armor in this most recent update.
Definitely. The two mechanics I've been hearing about lately have been like a dodge mechanic and the potential for magic in the game.
Okay. All right. We have a winner, though. The next winner of the Power Pendant free access from MarketSquare.io is Stu with two O's. Stu.
Gotta love it.
Stu, congrats, my man. Thank you so much for participating. And again, make sure you drop that Discord information, or it seems like everyone's always doing the Discord information, which is totally fine. Or if you somehow don't have a Discord, give me your Twitter. And we can, I'll add you here on the list. I'll contact, for all the winners that are still here, that maybe weren't here yesterday or don't know how it works. After the stream is over, I usually go eat a snack, but I will contact every single one of you. I will show you what type of information you need to provide for the Power Pendant access, because it doesn't work the same way as the NFT winners. The NFT winners, you just have to send me an engine wallet number, and I will ship out an item to you. But I will contact everyone after the stream is over. But Stu, give me that Discord.
That a baby Stu, can't wait to see you in the game.
Yeah, it was very cool going in a few hours after the stream yesterday and going into chat and just seeing a bunch of our winners in there, which is why we're doing this.
Yes, sir. It's always good.
There we are, Stu. Perfect. Thank you, sir. You have been officially recorded. All right. Is everybody ready for the big item? Or should we just not do it? Maybe we just don't do it this time? We'll do it in a couple. Maybe I'll just keep it, Do you want it, Striker? Yeah.
We're good. We're good.
All right. So this one we're going to be up for, what do we got? 42. What time are you thinking?
I'm good to go, man. What if we make it the long one right at the very end of the stream?
All right. So you want to do? So you thinking a power pendant for the last power pendant?
Oh, that's right. We have one more power pendant.
And what timer should we put on there? 24 hours will be the the duration.
This just turned into a marathon event.
I'll be one of the sleep streamers that just naps in front of their camera. Yeah. All right, so we got some people ready here. All right, Luminate Studios, please load. All right, you get to pick the time here. How long for the duration?
Let's say 17 minutes.
17 minutes. I like. We're both on like weird numbers.
Yes.
All right. Yes. So 17 minutes. The giveaway is live for the Night Shredder. Let me. I can pull this up on screen. On the wonderful handy dandy encyclopedia that was. Showcased on this. I should probably just go to weapons, huh? I'm going to go through every item in the game. All right. It is an epic. It is a sword. It's shredding things at night. You can see it right on screen here. I got the stats up for you. Actually, let's hold shift. Can I do it on this one? No. I cannot do this on this one. Everyone is eligible for this. Wait, did this thing start? It didn't say it started. What is going on? I'm sorry, everyone.
Uh-oh.
Now it started. That was a false alarm. It was just seeing if you guys were excited by the raffle. So remember, if you already posted raffle after I said that, do it again. Because for some reason it did not start when I clicked it. But, oh, yeah, here we go. We're onboarding.
Get on in.
We're onboarding. Everyone is eligible for this one. It is a epic... It is not that item. An epic two-handed sword. Limited supply item. NFT. Old and new.
Old and new. Yeah, looks like I got some people messaging me on the Discord. Let me see it really quick.
See what we got. What are we working with? Because, yeah, I am not missing anyone. The one you sent me, he said he was the king.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, we're good. I got one more. I think I got Koriki Gi, but you might already have his info. So.
I didn't take their usernames. I just have their Discords. So I got Cola, Yudsav, Savik, BWI, Stu, Reverb, and Abuku.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah.
Let me just update this for you so we can reflect on it later.
All right. What do we got on there?
Cool.
Yudi.
All right,
yes,
all right.
I have him. Yeah, he's Creaky is the second Power Pendant winner.
All
right, sweet. All right, so while we're waiting for that, because we got 15 minutes left in that, anyone who hasn't already, make sure to hit exclamation point raffle so that you have a chance to win the big item, the Night Shredder. And again, brought to you, paid for by MarketSquare.io. And also, please go to MarketSquare Gaming on YouTube, which you're already here. Subscribe, please. Also, go to Strike Team Games on YouTube. Subscribe to that. You get to hear about, we do cross stuff quite often now. So, yeah.
Getting excited for the future.
You win both ways with these. Do it all, though. But, all right. So, let's go into the graveyard here. Let's see what's this. Let's see what this is all about. So, yeah, I
want to see how many minutes you can survive.
Pride of the Fleet, Epic Sword, and a Sky Spire. Marcus Price. Woo!
You want to dodge and move, baby. Dodge and move.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go, yo.
599. Chat, make a prediction. How many enemies do you think he's gonna kill before he is taken out? My guess, I'm gonna guess 75. I want you to beat it. That's why. That way you could be like, ooh, straight.
Yeah. Here we go, yo.
Here we go. Game has started.
This is pretty cool, though.
You got the audio on in your headset? It's not coming out on the stream, I don't think. But I can't tell.
I do have it. It should be.
Yeah, it might be. I forgot that I have my settings different. But
yeah,
new music is really cool.
I was just about to say, like, I'm liking this like funky Halloween music. I love Halloween. Though here in America, like, we are weirdly big about Halloween. Do you get
we get trick or treats. We get trick or treaters. Yeah, for sure.
What are the?
Go for it.
Do you
you're done.
Do you have a Do you live in like an apartment style one, or do you have a house?
So we got a house, but it's like right off this. It's like in between two subdivisions. So
okay. So you probably get a lot of trick or treaters.
Yeah, definitely.
They started doing this weird thing for trick-or-treating in East Lansing, Michigan, where I'm from, where they weren't allowing kids to actually go out in neighborhoods, and so they would make the mall. Like, you would go store to store to the mall, and they would have, candy or whatever. But I was also, like, laughing, too, with that. Oh, God.
Uh-oh, here comes the trouble.
Oh, God.
Come on, baby.
All right. We got this. Just got to get some heavy hits in here. There we go. We're clearing them back out.
Not doing bad for your first run at it.
I had no idea what to expect of this.
Just got to be careful.
Oh, you slowed me. Come on. God, those guys that explode into like 5 other ones are so annoying.
The Vamp Bats, man, do they do some damage if you don't take them out.
It's not going well right now.
You got it. Get your composure.
Oh God, no! Run
for your
away!
life.
Run! This is great. Oh, he got it. I'm totally hosed. Totally hosed. I got 60.
That's not bad. That's not bad. For
Oh,
your first
man.
run at it, not knowing what to
Not
expect.
knowing what's going on. That's fun, though. How
While
much?
you're
You said you
streaming-
were in 300 and something?
No. I think I've only done it a couple times. I think I hit like 262 one time. But then the leaderboards got wiped, and everybody had to restart.
Man. Yeah, that was once they definitely snowball on you pretty quick.
Oh yeah. And then
Do you
what I
get-
like is,
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, this is like the very first iteration, right? Like, what's the future of this gonna be like? So cool.
Yeah, no, so all right, you don't get any EXP, right?
No, I don't believe so.
That'd be
Not
weird,
yet.
kind of, if you did though, because they're not even your items.
So I'm still running some dungeons, and I'm about to turn in a
Oh
bounty. but-
man, Petty Fogger TV just said I've gotten to 380.
He's legit.
What a
Another
beast!
one of the Lost Relics streamers. for
Jaden
sure on
said
Twitch.
443. You guys are some monsters.
They got skills, baby. They got skills.
Yeah, man. I gotta.
How
I
we
gotta
doing on that timer?
practice up. We got 9 minutes. We got plenty of time if you haven't entered in.
What was your last kill count? What did you get on the last one? 60
Like
something?
60, I think. Garbage.
60? Okay, I'm gonna put you at 85 this time.
All right. Come on, baby.
You got it, man. You got it.
Yeah, be interested. Are you gonna be streaming later?
So that's the plan right now. I'm still waiting for some like these repairs that are gonna get done, and whether or not that affects.
Oh yeah. Your house.
Yeah, definitely. It's had some air conditioning issues, but in deep South Texas in the heat.
Oh.
Yeah, but luckily we had a storm come through, so it's a little cooler than normal. It can get pretty hot in here.
Yeah. Well, you guys. I guess you guys don't get as one of my friends lives out in Arizona, and I remember he sent me a picture where it was trash day and his trash can melted
Yeah.
before it got picked up.
So Arizona's definitely extremely hot, right? But it's a much more dry.
Okay.
Since over here is like a little bit more tropical weather, so like it's hot and the humidity is like off the charts.
Why are you
so,
not dying?
Yeah, that short bow really does come in handy for taking it to the next levels.
Get out of here.
The concentration is real, ladies and gentlemen.
You got to do it. I mean, this would also be a fun one where you just do some, like, even though it's not direct PvP, like traditional speaking, but you know, I brought up that Mario Kart blockchain game to you.
Oh yeah,
where
yeah.
it's just like you just play in a comp. You may not be getting on the top leaderboard, but you and your friends can have little competitions of them.
Yes, sir. Raz 8 just found a rare sword in Wastelands, the Lost Stampeder.
That's awesome. What does that one do?
I think that one's like plus 10 percentage to damage. I think that might be the best sword in her class. I would have
that's-
to double check the statistics.
That's like a chance to do it, or it does it?
No, I think it doesn't.
Whoa!
I have to check it right now. Let's. After I kill this mob, because I am not dying.
Don't do it.
Lost Stampeder.
Say no to death.
Yeah, it's plus 10% damage across the board. There's no proc. It's just automatic. And right now, according to the website, there's a total of 5,000 of them, and there's 2,144 still left in the pool.
Woo!
Found. You got it. You got it. Keep it going. Doing good. Doing good. What was the number I said? 85?
Yeah.
There you go. Van Hexling just found a Grimstone, a rare blockchain item in Forgotten Chambers. I'm letting you concentrate, guys.
They're starting to build up.
Get on the move and then start kiting them with that bow.
Oh god, he slowed me. All right. We got some space. Keep
it going, baby. Keep it going.
Oh my god, there's so many now.
Yeah, that multiplayer, that speed is going up.
Wow! 114 this time.
Yeah, you just blew past my guess.
It's like, I mean, you know, I gotta work my way up for all of this. Yeah, so this is a good question. Pharaoh TV just asked, what are the rewards for the graveyard?
Ooh, good one. Okay,
what do we know about that?
Okay, so because there are some since the graveyard's a new feature, right now, like players are able to find some new exploits, you know, that'll be able to help them. So
what was that too?
I'm not sure. I think one of them was like if you stand in the right location, you take it's harder for the enemies to hit you, kind of thing, kind of exploits.
Okay.
So now you do need to record, and you're going to have to post your video of your run in order to qualify.
Okay.
But the top 3 people on the leaderboards that have a proven video are going to win. Third place will get. I'm going through the article really quick. I believe it's the Feeble Bloodstone. Yes. Third place gets the Feeble Bloodstone, which is an epic relic. Second place gets the Truma Hawk, which is a legendary axe. I think right now the floor for that is something like, oh man, like 7,000 shadow stones. So that's a pretty penny right there.
Oof, that is a real pretty penny.
And actually, that one probably goes for more. That was just the floor. And then the granddaddy prize is the Zenithil Parallel. Let me check what that one's going for, because that is a mythic 2-handed sword.
Ooh.
Yeah. That one, actually, the very first time it was ever released in the game, it was a gold sync. Cliff put it on the market, like when everything got started, or in game.
Yeah.
If you paid 1 million gold at the time, which at the time nobody had, right? Paid 1 million gold, you got it.
That's it. Just $1 million, though.
$1 million. But remember, back then there was like no gold in the system, right? So
yeah, I can only imagine, like back then.
Yeah, I believe the very first player to win that one was Sam Bam. I think he was the very first person to claim that sword.
Man.
Right now on Engine X, it's going for roughly, 900 engine. That's $1,400. And in Shadow Stones, that would be what, like 90,000 Shadow Stones?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, I was like, you might even actually cap the 6 digits at that point.
Very close. Very close.
Maybe. All right. So, let's continue. All right, just so everyone knows, we are just under the 3-minute mark.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes to claim glory.
Yeah, that epic bow. Bows are hard to come by in general, and then obviously the rarity.
Yeah.
Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it.
Well, this one's the Night Shirt of the Sword.
Oh, that's right. My bad. It's the sword. I had a different item in my mind.
Hey, I mean, I'll take
the marketplace.
I'll take a epic bow. I technically have one. I'm about to just do a half like suicide run just to see some of the higher level dungeons here for all these other people while we're waiting for.
Yeah, the epic class is definitely, there is a big difficulty spike there. But,
is there?
Yeah, but definitely just like how you improved your score on the Graveyard Rumble, like with a little practice, you'll get the feel for it for sure.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll go in here. What we got now? Under 2 minutes. 1 minute 45 seconds for the Night Shredder.
I like it.
Yeah, it sounds like an 80s B horror movie. All right.
Speaking of Halloween.
Small World. 3 minutes for the giveaway. If you haven't entered, get on it, buddy. All right, we're almost to the minute mark here. We got minute 10. So let's go peep out one of these. What's that?
Whoever wins that one's gonna be a happy boy or girl.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
Well, I completed another bounty.
Well, there we go. Which one would you get?
This one is a level 1 bounty, so I'm gonna get a bronze chest.
Okay.
And I got a demon cloth from it, a uncommon blockchain item.
If you need to enter, there's 40 seconds left for the raffle. It is !raffle.
!raffle.
Dr. Loot just said this epic giveaway might cause some rapid heartbeats, but the doctor is in, baby.
Yes.
Like, just so everyone knows too, Dr. Loot is kind of who I've been primarily working with. That's made the new player onboarding possible. So again, I've said it 50 times. Thank you so much, sir, for helping everything out. The development team is just so amazing. Yeah, you guys are all about community, which is what it's all about. And oh my God, are we ready, or should I just not pick the winner?
Oh, maybe we cancel everything. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, we'll just. I don't think anybody's gonna care. It's not like there's been a lot of people entering. All right,
like we have 100 people watching.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all. All right. The winner is Miss Rock 1337. You got it. You got it.
Miss Rock, I want to see you using that item in game. Maybe put up a little YouTube video of your run.
It is a beast. Good job. Cool. Congratulations. Remember, we're not done with the giveaways.
This is true.
There is still stuff that could be won. Old players, there's not a ton left that you guys can win, but if you guys keep, hanging out, supporting and everything like that, I think that maybe we could do something else. We'll see.
Remember, guys, obviously major shout outs to MarketSquare Gaming for everything that they've been able to do so far, helping with these giveaways. The more love we show from the Lost Relics community, the more likely it's to happen in the future.
Oh, yeah. And thanks to Striker over here with Strike Team Games, because so much of the information is, about the game, the breakdowns, all the need-to-know tips and stuff are coming from the expert himself over here.
I'm available anytime you need anything.
All right. So remember, Miss Rock, please post me your Discord or your Twitter. And new players, you still have something to win here. And remember, too, this isn't going to be the last time that we do this. I'll be able to pull this off regardless, but I'm trying to work on maybe something a little on the regular basis.
Ooh, that gets me excited.
Yeah. Nothing's for sure yet, but I'm
fingers
in
crossed,
the works here. Crossed. Yeah. All right. Miss Rock, I officially have your information, and you are good to go. All right. So, just so any of the new players aren't feeling so bad, we just had this really big giveaway. I appreciate everyone for participating and everything like that, but bada boom, there's another power pendant up. We can onboard another new player. So if you are a new player, enter this raffle. Get access.
Oh, yeah.
The
Fingers
King
crossed,
Basil.
everybody.
There he is. All right. We got people voting in. And remember, if you are an older player, please refrain from actually entering. You just kind of prolong the process. I can't give it to you. I want to. I can't do it. All righty.
It's all good.
All right, well, while we're waiting for that one, I didn't go into the dungeon before for the suicide run here, so we can kind of look at some of the...
Hey, don't take anything that you're going to lose.
No, I don't have. I have only blockchain items and some fish.
Just got to put that reminder out there.
Yeah, so if anyone else is new, I know there's quite a few of you. If you didn't hear before, or if you haven't heard, if you go to a dungeon and you die, your virtual items they're gone. You lose them.
Bye-bye.
It's kind of just the nature of the beast, which is kind of what's fun about it, too. It's like the pressure's on. But if you have blockchain items or NFTs in your engine wallet that are usable in Lost Relics, you won't lose those if you die. What did you say the timer is? Corey, the timer is 6 minutes and 25 seconds currently, and this is for the power pendant. The last power pendant.
Last power pendant of the day, peeps.
I appreciate it, too. Like, I really expected there to be a large drop in live watchers once the big boy left. Obviously, there's some of a drop, but we really only lost about 10 people.
Not too bad.
That's not bad. You know, we got some loyal people.
Yeah, maybe we're bringing a little bit of the content in there, a little bit of the entertainment.
Yeah, you know, a little spice of life, you know? What are you going to do?
Uh-huh.
All right. The Isle of Arim.
Man, it just feels good knowing that there's a bunch of players that are wanting to come into the game. And I know, obviously, everybody can't win, but... really do hope that if you didn't win today, you still, decide to support the game and support development by grabbing a pendant of your own and jumping on in.
Yeah, no, and again, the pendants are, with the level of new players that, have been engaging and participating in all these things, I'm going to strongly try to work towards even at least doing, like, one more, if not a regular thing, because it's really not bad when you, because I bought them in bulk. So it's like you pay one gas fee. And for those of you that, didn't win or, like you said, still want to go play, you can go to lostrelics.io and you can buy one from them. And they're very reasonably priced. I think it's like just under $13.
Yeah, so if we're talking about for all the different pendants, so to get access, you do need a 7-day pendant or higher.
7 day.
7-day. Right now, a 7-day in US dollars. Granted, I'm sure a lot of you are from all around the world.
Yep.
But a 7-day pendant is roughly like $11.40.
Yeah.
For all of you that are in the game already and just need a 1-day pendant for whatever reason, it's about $3.80.
Yeah, if you're doing so, I was always kind of wondering other than the people that, for whatever reason financially are deciding to go with those ones. What's the other advantage? Like, so if I was a player and my power pendant ran out, the only times that I think that I would actually want to go for a 1 day is like, let's say I can only play 1 day a week. And so I'll buy a power pendant so I can get the EXP boost and the benefits when I play that day.
Definitely. Exactly. So that's definitely one use case.
Do you see there? Denny over here? I wanted to leave as well, but those handsome boys that are streaming are keeping me here lurking.
Hashtag lurkers.
But yeah, I'm sorry. What has been your experience with, what do you think the reason? Yeah.
So I think the main reason that 1-day pendants are like, that they sell as much as they do is because the pendant feature, like purchasing a pendant, also allows you to sell it for gold in the game economy.
Oh.
So, yeah, you once you get access to the game, you don't have to ever really pay out of your own personal pocket. You can pay another player with gold for whatever pendant that they put up on the in-game store.
Yep. What is that? I saw one of the 90-day. I expected a 90-day to be like just straight up extortion, but for the actual economy, currently, it's really not that different.
No,
in gold.
It's not.
Wolf Mage, hashtag lurkers.
That's Wolf Mage for you.
Wolf Mage.
Phenom, 31 Shadow Stones in the deserts.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that was one of the winners from yesterday. Matthias. Maybe they had the same first one. I bought a 1-day pendant to access my level up rewards.
Yep, that's another good one.
Yeah.
Some player, you can let them stack up from all of the levels that you've gained and then open them all in 1 day, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Have you done that? Have you ever done a chest of, like, where you saved up some chests?
So I did a while ago when the bounty system was launched.
Okay.
I'm having a hard time remembering when that was, but I definitely opened like 20 bronze, 20 silvers, and 20 golds, and went that way.
Did you stream that? Is that one of your previous streams?
It should be there. There should be some. I do have some streams where I opened for sure.
I'm gonna definitely check that one out.
Oh, yeah.
I was playing the other night, and I had on my phone while I was doing some grinding. I was trying to find our missing player, and, scan through all the chat and stuff like that. And so it was just running, and all of a sudden I just realized that I'd been hearing your voice for like 45 minutes, and I had just been. Because once our video finished, it went right to your channel, and then just started playing one of your older streams. And it's just like, oh yeah, all right, okay. Forgot, I'm just getting like a live guide.
Yep, I try to do my best to I try to hold nothing back. I like to give out almost all the information that I come across, and the main reason here is because since it's a player-based economy, I know that any prediction I make is probably not going to be right, but. The whole idea here is that I'll put out my opinion so you can use that information to make your own.
All right, people, we got 35 seconds. If you are a new player and you want access to this beautiful game, Lost Relics, it's your last chance over here.
Good luck, fingers crossed.
20 seconds.
The hype is real. Yeah, man. Great giveaway.
It's just, man. It's just
absolutely had a blast today.
Yeah, it's just fun,
Mm-hmm.
It adds a little extra everything, and my favorite part is we're bringing more players to the community for everybody. All right.
Exactly.
Here we are. We got our last winner of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Faith in Me.
Faith in me.
Faith in me. Congrats. You just got free access.
Welcome to Lost Relics, everybody.
Welcome to the community. Make sure to post that Discord and Twitter information, one or the other, so that I can contact you. I keep waiting for Wolf Mage to be like, just kidding, that was a second account. I won again. I gotta tweak those spam protocols. I feel like Wolf Mage just said 2 things and then he got banned or blocked for spamming. All right. Remember, faith in me. I need that info.
Come on, Faith.
Congratulations. There was a different Faith that won yesterday, actually.
Yes, that's true. Oh,
right?
no. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely correct.
And I will definitely... That's right. He did win, actually, but he didn't get the game. We got, double hitters multiple times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
That is some luck,
out.
man. We're going to have to... For the future ones, I'm going to handicap Faith and Wolf Mage.
We got to be careful. They might take all the blockchain items out of the pool.
They literally, right? I was like, I do remember that one, but yeah, okay. So Faith, I guess I do have your info. Post it again though, just so I can throw it on here. You have triggered my trap card. Wolf Mage, man.
That's a good one.
Wolf Mage, you're hilarious, man. All right. All right.
Good stuff, man. Great show today.
Yeah, man. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. This is not going to be the last one. All right, we're definitely going to be doing more Lost Relics. I'll figure out some giveaway stuff. Make sure to subscribe to MarketSquare Gaming. Make sure to also go over to subscribe to Strike Team Games. Strike Team Games.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna figure something out. I'm gonna try to do giveaways again. Again, make sure everybody go check out MarketSquare.io. Follow at Hello MSQ, all one word. I'll post that right now in the chat. You'll make me look good for the higher ups, and we can, potentially, if we get a good enough response from those type of things, we'll keep doing it. I mean, why not? It's a blast.
Heck yeah! Major shout outs to Cobit Labs, the developers of Lost Relics, and to Dr. Loot for helping put all this together with us. Oh, it was exciting. It was good times. I can't wait to do another one, man.
Yeah, and just remember all the winners. I will be contacting you shortly. Not right away. I got to go let the dogs out. So give me like 5 to 10 minutes. The doggos need some bathroom break. But tune in again. We're going to do, if you ever have suggestions for other games that are blockchain based that you'd like to see, we'd love to hear from you. And we'll check them out and we'll do it. But Lost Relics, like I said, I'm really trying to make this thing a weekly one. And either way, if you subscribe, I'll definitely be just doing random streams, just like Striker. You'll get updated on them, and we hope to see you guys soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for jumping on in today. It was a blast.
Yeah, and we will see you all next time. MarketSquare Gaming, Strike Team Games, MarketSquare.io, and LostRelics.io. Show your love. Go visit them. See what we're all about. And we'll see you guys next time.